Friends, it is almost halfway through the day on Wednesday, which means it is almost halfway through the week. Congratulations. Thanks for joining me here at the Golden Tee Lounge. Let's take a look at the next 6 holes of Anse Cocos, one of the brand new courses for Golden Tee 2021 that ships at the end of September. If you did watch last week's preview, we did go through this hole, but I figured why not give it one more shot, see if we actually had a much better setup, which means I hit a much better shot, and we're starting off with a nice little eagle. But Onsei is another one of those new courses, as I was saying, but it's also fun because, for example, this tee box, I just had a completely different tee box that was all the way over here when I started recording my previous video, and then really screwed it up. So talking about those dynamic tee boxes that I brought up yesterday, they're really going to make a difference with these courses. I think a lot of people can say the same with the current 2020 courses. We've had a lot of variety, especially since the new tees came out, but also seeing how wide open and spacious these new Jim Lindsay designs are, I got a good feeling that the new tees are going to be pretty radically different. And I say that with the utmost confidence that I'm probably wrong, although knowing Jim, he probably has some really sweet stuff planned. I haven't seen the new tees. Right now we're really just focusing. Personally, I don't want to see the new tees. I like not seeing them until I need to when the time comes next spring. Ignore the scorecard because I was getting tired of playing the first 6 holes just to screw up during recording. Hole 10, this par 4 is going to be pretty tough to eagle. You're going to have to practice shooting through these trees and really just hoping for the best, which is exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to take a nice little 5-wood through the gap a little bit to the right of center. Now the problem with that is I got it through the gap, but then I hit more trees after that. So a lot of these holes is going to take some practice, really kind of seeing. That also shouldn't be that way. We'll get that fixed. Seeing how those trees come into play across the board. I've seen tee boxes on this hole where you're on the far right-hand side. Kind of reminds me of hole 13 of Jamaica this year, where if you're on that the right-hand side of that tee box, or not 13, excuse me, 11. If you're on the right-hand side of that tee box, you can actually get it out there far enough to get on the green and eagle. But we'll have to see. That one will definitely take some loving and some practice once Golden Tee ships at the end of September. Now, if you are fortunate enough to be out there playing Golden Tee, staying safe, socially distancing at a bar, restaurant, office, arcade, whatever the case may be, talk to the location and say, hey, Golden Tee 2021 is coming out at the end of September. Are you guys planning on getting it? I really would love to play those new courses as soon as they release, because any push will help you guys get one step closer to the brand new courses the moment that they come out. Did not think that shot was going to be perfect. And again, this is still a beta build that we are working on, that we are testing through, that we're coming out with new versions every day internally. So if you see little things like frame rate and other stuff like that, do not fret. That's stuff that the team's working on. But it's not a bad conversation to have with a location and say, hey, I just want to make sure you guys are going to be getting the update because, somebody who comes here and drinks and eats and plays Golden Tee, I really, want to have them. And just because I'm feeling nice, we'll go ahead and play hole 13 for the end of this week's Anse Cocos preview. Now, I really want to hit the 5 hybrid, but I know if I hit the 5 hybrid, I'm going right into the sand or the rough. So I am just going to play it safe and just softly hit a nice little 8-wood. I'll have a little bit of a long putt, but that's one of those where I just wanted to hit a spinny A1 and didn't really focus on where my golf ball was going to end up or the clubs. That was such an awful putt. I don't even want to show the rest of it. That's it. But there is the next 6-7 holes, whatever you want to call it, of Anse Coco's new course coming to Golden Tee 2021 at the end of September. If you guys have any more questions, stay tuned to GoldenTee.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and all that. Next week we will start streaming these courses live. Follow us, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys then.